We never know how much time we've got, whether that's time with people, time getting things ready, time before things change. Yeah, we just don't know. So sometimes it's good to just seize the day and get things done. Oh, right. Well, hello and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be about seizing the moment. Carpe Diem, I think it is. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I'll come on to why that is in a wee while. And it's getting on a bit. It's Friday evening. It's quite late. We're not far away from the longest day, and we are going to be heading up a hill tonight. Again, we're seizing the moment because the plan was to do something tomorrow, but again, I'll tell you why it might be better tonight, even though it's peeing it down presently. It's chucking it down with rain out there. We're going to have to, just make a move. We might get wet, but it could all be about the timing. Right, enough waffling on. I'll bring you back in a wee while. Time to get going. Right, we've decided just to go. It's still raining, but not nearly as heavy as it was. And you can see behind me, we're in the wonderful Glencoe. Hopefully, I've just got the wee camera with me because, it's that wet. I didn't want to damage my big camera. But yeah, you can probably just make out the tops of the Three Sisters over to your left. And the road's down there. But we are going up here into the Clag, up a Munro, which we've done plenty of times before, and I'll tell you why we've chosen this one a bit further on. But yeah, the first thing I was going to speak about was seizing the moment, and we decided just to come out tonight. Although it's still raining at the moment, the forecast tomorrow morning is looking horrendous now. It's changed in the last few hours to thunderstorms and heavy rain, and it's not really a place to be. And tonight it's actually an improving forecast, so if we're lucky, we might actually get up here and it might clear, so stick with it and we'll see. But for now, we'll go on a bit further, and got a few other things I want to chat about. seizing the moment and all that sort of jazz, so let's go. Yeah, you can probably see I've donned my waterproofs. Lewis didn't. He obviously knows something I don't know, because as soon as I've put them on, the rain's kind of gone off, and now I'm getting wetter from sweating than I was from the rain. So I'm just erring on the side of caution, because I know if I put them or take them off again, the rain will come back on. So I'll maybe reassess when I get to the Beerlach. That's what they call sod's law. And we've made it, hurrah, to the Beerlach. Probably just about halfway. I'll bring you back over here and show you. Right, as I said, be care, Beerlach here. Up this way is Stobcar and Renach. That's probably a shorter, steeper ascent, but we're going to go up Stobdu. You might be able to make out the slopes behind me there. It's not clearing. It's that kind of, the rain's gone off, but it's still that kind of mizzly, horrible way. So Lewis is feeling hot and brave. He's got his t-shirt on, but I'm maybe going to persevere and just go slowly with this jacket on. There's a fine line in going too fast and getting wet from sweat as opposed to keeping them on. So we'll plod on up here and I'll bring you back. I'll talk a wee bit about this. Seizing the moment, or seizing the months, maybe is more appropriate. All will be revealed. I'm really hoping this clears. A bit to drink the new. Oh, what's that?
Saying it's clearing over that side.
I know. So, Lou's just saying it's starting to clear, and it is, as you can see behind us. We might be in luck. Still drizzling a little bit, but the peak you can see is Stobcar Renach. It's a lovely, lovely peak. You can see it's quite a sharp pull up, and over this way is the Big Buchel. So I don't know if I said where we were, but we're on Bucheletive Beg. And we're going up Stobdu, which means, I think it means Black Peak. So that's where we're going to go. And once we get up to this point here, we get a lovely view along the ridge to the summit. Well, that's the hope anyway, so let's see. Right, oh, I can see the view now. I'll spin you around so you can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, so there it is, that's the summit. Tell you what, it's the good news is the clouds lifted above the summit of Stobdu, but there's no sign of that forecast sunshine. In fact, it's still raining. I don't know if it's you can tell from the footage, but yeah, the waterproofs are not coming off. So shall we head on? We're going to head on. Right, you can probably see the weather has cleared. Still a bit breezy, but yeah, within the space of about 10 minutes it's clear, so we're on the ridge now. One of the things I was going to say, Lewis is a wee bit further ahead of me there, but when I was talking about seizing the moment, Lewis is heading off to uni in a few months, and he's not really been able to get out with me much. He took a year out and was working most weekends, so he's got a few months now where he's quit his job and before he goes to uni, so I'm going to spend as much time as I can with him. You just don't know. Might discover beer and women and all that sort of jazz if he hasn't already. So that's kind of what I was meaning. Anyway, you probably hear me now, so I'm going to shut up. And I'll bring you back when I get to the top of Stob Do. Look at this, isn't this wonderful now? Absolutely glorious. Right, let's go. There's wonderful views from the top here as well, which we should get. So let's see if we can get some photographs and some nice footage from the top. See you in a minute. As you can see, the ridge that goes along towards the summit is just magnificent, and you also get some cracking views over towards Bidjin Nam Bian and its tops. And I think what I was trying to say is Lewis is at a point now where he's got his whole life in front of him, and yeah, life starts, adult things get in the way, you know, mortgages, meeting people, jobs, and it's only a certain amount of time you get these sort of this sort of time with your kids, I think, before they grow up. I'm getting a bit sentimental now, but hopefully you know what I mean. Sometimes you've just got to seize the day and seize the months and make the most of it, because you just don't know how things are going to turn out. But anyway, today things were turning out really well, and I'm glad that we'd seized the day and headed out in the evening as opposed to waiting to the following morning. It was a fabulous evening. Just about there. Ta-da! I think that's the summit. Can't remember if that's the summit or if it's a bit further on, but we're going to go a bit further on anyway. Let me just touch the top. I don't know how many times I've been up here, in the teens maybe. Well done, Luke. Fist bump. Well done. So yeah, the best views are actually a bit further along the ridge. You get nice views down towards Loch Etive. So we'll head down there, we can stop and get a bite to eat. Yeah, it's probably getting towards 9 o'clock now, so. But as I said, it's nearly the longest day, so we've got hours, still about 2 hours before it gets dark. So yeah, let's go, let's head on. Small wee cairn here, so I can have a wee seat here, have some supper, and take some pictures and get some footage hopefully. So we'll bring you back in a wee while. You can see me okay. And yeah, I think we timed that just right. Sometimes the forecasts are right, and they were today. There's been plenty of times, you know, in similar situations where this got soaked and not seen anything, but this is just fabulous. The mists are clearing, and behind me you can see down Glen Etive into Loch Etive. And this is just a fabulous peak. It's probably, along with Stob Gerarg on the Big Buchel, these two on the Wee Buchel are the ones I've probably come up to the most often, because they're great. You know, we've come up and done a night or an evening ascent, and it doesn't take that long, or they're not as strenuous as the other hills in Glencoe, and great beginner hills, although they still need to be treated with caution, although they might be slightly easier than the other ones. There's no easy hills round about here, especially in the winter, as Cameron McNeish said in one of his books. There's no such thing as winter hill walking in Scotland, it's mountaineering. But anyway, these are fabulous hills, and we do come up them quite a lot. But anyway, I'm going to report back at the van, because usually when I come away with Lou, we sometimes have a wee McDonald's, don't we? And we ain't getting a McDonald's today, but I've got something better, a wee treat back at the van for our supper. So I'll bring you back when I'm at the van, and I shall reveal all when I'm down there and give you a wee synopsis of the trip. But what a wonderful evening. Right, let's go. see you back at the van. We lingered at the summit for a bit of time. It was just lovely. The weather and the conditions were getting better and better, and the views that you get from the top here, as you can see, are just absolutely fantastic. So after spending a bit more time taking them in, we eventually pulled ourselves away from the summit and headed down with the with that treat that I was talking about in the forefront of our mind, because we were both getting kind of hungry. It was a lovely descent though. Right, back at the van. What a fabulous trip that was, but before I talk about it, we had some Lorne sausage rolls. That was our treat. Better than any McDonald's, I tell you. So nice. So we've just polished those off and had a cup of tea. But yeah, what a great trip, and I thought it was a bit miserable to start with. I think we timed it just right. You saw the views from the summit, but coming back down, the whole walk back down was just wonderful. We saw herds of deer. You know, we were quite close to them actually. They didn't seem to bother. And then the sun came out, and then we watched the sunset behind Annaheagach, and the wind dropped. It was just lovely. A really nice walk. So sometimes it does pay just to make that decision, and as I said, seize the day or seize the evening and get out there and do it. And yeah, it was. I think we both enjoyed it. So I think there'll be a few more videos of me and Lewis coming up, which will be good, hopefully. And yeah, that was just fabulous. The tricky bit might be getting home tomorrow. The thunderstorms are forecast to be starting first thing in the morning, so it could be a bit torrential. But hey ho, that's Scotland for you. 1 minute it's raining, 1 minute it's sunny. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'll go and end the video here. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next week for another adventure. Right, time for bed. It is now 25 to 11.